Hello my Fireflies and welcome back to the Cyan Firefly. It's me, Lyiat, and today we are here with Bioshock Infinite. Oh man, I have been excited to get my hands on this game. I absolutely loved the first one. I beat it with gusto. I loved every second of playing that. And then I got my hands on the second one, never actually finished it. However, I am safe to say a fan of this series, and I really wanted to see how this one was going to turn out. I mean, Rapture in the Sky. Okay, so first off, let's check the options menu, shall we? I do like the screen transitions right off the bat. The way that you pop into the various menus is pretty cool. And I like this old... this old graphic style, this old worldy kind of menu style. It kind of blends into the signs and stuff that you would see in that era. Okay, so you got a lot of graphics options, which is pretty good. You can do your own custom presets if you so choose. I currently have it on high, simply because it's going to be a little bit easier on my machine right now. You can go up to Ultra, which is DirectX 11. So let's pop out of here. Oh, by the way, select searchable objects and highlight important objects. Good things to have. Good things to turn off if you want a little bit more immersive feel. You can also have art subtitles. There are certain things in the game that might be a little difficult to read, so they actually gave you the option to look at it and it would translate it on your screen, so that's pretty cool. You also have audio, which is what you'd expect. There are also dialogue subtitles, always nice things to have. Gameplay, you can have several different things, including adaptive training, which is basically, what would you call it? If you've never encountered certain things in the game, it will actually give you a brief tutorial about them. You can also have floating combat text, which can give you information, some feedback about how much damage you're doing, that sort of stuff. You can play with a controller. You also have keyboard and mouse, fully rebindable keys, which is awesome. The main problem, and I'm turning that off because I don't know why I had it on to begin with, but yeah, this game actually has a really sensitive mouse. I have turned it all the way down and it still feels a little jumpy, but now that I've shut off mouse acceleration, hopefully that will feel a little bit better. Okay, there we go. Now pop out and let's jump straight into the game, shall we? By the way, as we're getting in here, I'd like to point out that this is the first video I'm doing for you guys with my new audio setup, so please let me know how it sounds. Okay, let's load the game. Continue. Much better. Okay, there we go. Soldiers Field. They think the girl is something out of prophecy. Folks will die for their beliefs. Or kill. Tip. Sometimes Elizabeth will find valuable supplies and offer to toss them to you during combat. Press F to accept these items. Alright. So we're in the game, which is a little loud, so I'm gonna turn down my headset a little bit. So, what has happened so far? Well, let me catch you up. Basically, I was sent here to find this girl, Elizabeth, and I have successfully found her, and we are currently running from the local authorities, who seem to see her as the answer to some sort of prophecy. She is considered the Lamb. She is considered the child of the great prophet. In actuality, they don't seem to know where she actually came from, but they're not telling the civilians that. So we shall see how that goes. Now, it's a first-person shooter, as the other Bioshock games were, and I'm getting some frame drops in this area. I'm going to turn down the graphics just one more notch, because this is actually a rather intensive game, and it's... I mean, I can run it just fine without Fraps running, but with Fraps running, it's really killing my computer. I did a test record of this earlier. That said, even on medium, the game still looks rather good, so... Okay, but like I said, this is a first-person shooter, just like the previous game. You have a variety of guns. However, unlike last time, you can only carry 2 at a time. That annoys the crap out of me. I'm really getting sick of these newer games that continue restricting how many guns you can carry on you.
Find some genuine lockpicks. I might be able to get this door open. I'm sure I saw some interesting things on the other side.
Well, I just found some lockpicks for you, chick. Okay, here we go.
Seems right up your alley.
Go on. So yes, Elizabeth is actually a useful companion. She can do things for you. She's capable of watching after herself during a fight, so you don't have to constantly save her, but she's also capable of finding materials for you, and she can unlock doors, so she's very helpful. Yes, please. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. Ooh, okay. So this is an infusion. You can find them every once in a while. I don't know why they seem to flicker in and out of reality like that. However, once you find one, you can upgrade one of 3 things. You can upgrade health, you can upgrade your shield, and you can upgrade your salts. I've been upgrading salts lately, so let's keep with that trend.
Nice.
Now, the salt bar, which is at the bottom of the screen, it is that blue bar, is for your vigors. Now, vigors are much like the powers from the previous game. Basically, they are your special abilities. You find these bottles all over town, you drink them, and you gain special powers. For instance, I can throw fire, which is pretty awesome. I love that graphic. You can also throw crows at people. And I've also figured out possession, which allows me to basically make machines and people turn to my side. Let me get crows back, shall I? And fire. If you hold down the button, you can also plant the vigor as a trap. So there is that. I haven't really used that feature all that much, but it's nice that it's there. I've also wasted a lot of salts demonstrating that to you. Now, your health bar is slightly different in this game. As you might notice, there are 2. There is your actual health bar, and then there is the golden bar above it. You actually have a magnetic shield in this game, which is basically the regenerating health mechanic from most other games. So just do keep that in mind while you're playing this. Probably going to want to take carbine as opposed to a machine gun, especially since they're offering that as an option. Okay. Definitely going to need to find another key so she can... here we go. Unlock it. Oh, it requires 5 picks? Jesus. Okay. Okay, so this is a voxel phone. You can activate these to gain a little bit of the story.
Days at Comstock House was simple. Hard work, sure, but simple. Wringing the linen, scrubbing the floors. Lady Comstock, she even had a kind word now and then. Almost enough to make me think I had a place in their world. God made foolish girls so he could have something to play with.
So, something I might want to point out to our non-American viewers. This game takes place in... Hello? 2 picks. This game takes place in 1912. Now, what was going on in America during 1912? Well, not a whole lot of nice things. 1912, as most of you will probably know, is just 2 years.
Built in 1903 by the hand of our prophet.
Interest as a prophet having a bunch of carnies and carousels.
The place is themed to acquaint children with national service.
You mean the military?
Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Oh, did you write that?
No.
Huh. Interesting. Anyway, this was 2 years before World War I, as opposed to the previous games, which I believe took place in the 40s, which was post-World War II. So this game takes place before World War I. Now, there was an interesting political climate in prior to World War I, where we had these things called the Jim Crow laws. And we basically treated people of Well then. Ethnicities pretty poorly. Especially African Americans. Black people.
Let me see if I can get that gate open by hand.
Okay. So yes, we treated black people very poorly. There was also a very large anti-patty sentiment in America at the time. We really...
Who needs the power company?
Okay.
Alternative to electricity.
Doesn't seem
Huh.
to work very well.
Anyway, but yes, we were very mean to the Irish, and we were also very mean to Orientals at this time. We treated Chinese, not Japanese, I will point out, we didn't get very many Japanese around here, but we treated the Chinese very horribly. We gave them very, very bad...
There it is. First lady. Looks like it's heading for the dock.
That will take us to Paris.
Just stay close.
Yes, Mr. DeWitt.
Call me Booker.
All right, Booker.
But yes, we treated,
Should we head to the
we
golf
basically
course?
treated everybody who wasn't white very badly.
I suppose a place like this might have much we'd find useful.
Wow, I'm getting frame rate drops all over the place. I'm guessing it's largely because of fraps right now, but now something else you might have noticed is that you actually are playing a character this time around. Well, I acknowledge that you were playing a character previously. He was kind of a faceless protagonist that you were supposed to put yourself in the shoes of. There we go. And this one, you actually have a voice, you actually have acting involved. You are playing a role.
Come and get me?
I imagine they were interested in meeting you. No doubt for lockpicking lessons.
Why you?
I never even heard of this place before I got here.
Huh. I assumed Columbia was common knowledge below.
Guess I got a bit behind with current events.
I found some money. Want it?
Thank you. Alright. But yes, so this game is set in Columbia, which is a fictional city that is over America. Specifically, it is currently stationed over Maine, which is a very interesting choice. Let's convert this to my side and get all the money. I do like that ability in Vigors. Okay, so I can currently upgrade one of my Vigors. I can get a Crow's Trap Aid. Causes corpses of murder crow's victims to become crow traps. And I can do Devil's Kiss. I like this idea. Let's go with that. And now I have upgraded Crow's Trap, which is... Well, yes, I've upgraded Murder of the Crows.
Some sort of...
I'm a independent contractor. Used to work for the Pinkertons and such. That's something you'd want gracing a resume.
Pinkertons. Weren't they the ones they'd call in to settle things when the workers took to striking?
Settle. Oh, that's a word for it.
Yes, your character is actually of a very suspect, motivation. He was sent here to bring back the girl at all costs. That includes telling her whatever she wants to hear. So, DeWitt's not exactly a good character. Now, something else, I could probably start firing right now and get a completely different response from what I'm getting right now. There are actually multiple paths you can kind of take.
Duke and Dimwit. You know.
Yes.
Remember, boys and girls, don't be a dimwit. How could you not know that?
Must be something particular to Columbia.
I loved those stories when I was a kid. But they are a bit off-putting.
Oh boy. Alright, so there's the gondola. I think that's where it wants me to go. Now, as a result, I'm going to look around a little bit.
I was just imagining you. Carousel.
Shush. But there are things that you can find that are kind of off the beaten track. There are optional objectives that you can take advantage of. So I gotta make sure to grab those before I continue along, otherwise I will not be able to get them again. There is absolutely no backtracking in this game. Shut up!
There was. She died.
How?
Giving birth.
You have a child?
No. I can see them.
Anyway, so there is some backtracking in this game. Jesus.
I see you found our bestseller.
Yeah, anyway. There is absolutely no backtracking in this game. If you miss something in an area, you do not get the chance to go back and look for it. At least from what I've seen, which is kind of disappointing. This game has this really large rail system that goes through pretty much everything from what I can see, but you can't take advantage of it. There it is right there. You have this little arm-mounted thing. It's this kind of grinder deal, and you can use it to attach to these rails. I can't right now, but I probably will during the course of this mission. And I might play through the entirety of this mission. Fair warning, there are bound to be spoilers during this, and I will give you the ability to skip them during the video. I will give you a little button that you can just press it and you will skip past the spoilers. Anyway. Hello. More things to find. So currently I am looking for another lockpick that is going to let her open up that that safe back there. And I just need to find one. Might be further on in the stage, though, so that's always a possibility. In fact, at this rate, I think it probably is, so I might just want to continue on. But yes, there is no backtracking of any sort, which is really kind of just... That's an example, by the way, of being able to do that sort of thing. But no backtracking at all. Make sure you grab everything before you leave an area, because otherwise you will be sorry. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to get that Tesla jockey thing, aren't I? Okay. Yeah, I figure I have to continue onward to actually gain access to anything else in the stage. So, no problem.
Need to summon the gondola if we intend to reach that airship.
These seem to be the controls that summon her.
Okay. Let's pull the switch.
Looks like this runs exclusively on shock jockey.
Of course it does. Where in the hell are we gonna find that?
Look! Come see the future of power at the Hall of Heroes.
Huh. Well, that's convenient.
Yes, it is. Almost as if it was written that way.
Shepherd is loose in the streets of our fair city. Will you suffer the shame of allowing your wives and your daughters to fall prey to his machinations? Or will you act? Act for your womenfolk. Act for your profit. Act.
Now that's something kind of important. See, you are the false prophet, and this is something I may have wanted to mention earlier. There is a prophecy that says that the false prophet will be coming to the city of Columbia, and he will basically be casting it down. He will be ruining everything. And you shall know the false prophet by his mark, which is literally the letters AD carved into the back of the hand. Now, your character knows nothing about this, and yet, when he comes here, he sees signs that mention the false prophet, and then he takes a look at the back of his hand, and he realizes that it's the same, I guess, tattoo that he has, or scar that he has, or brand that he has, and the citizens notice this fairly soon after you arrive, and they greet you like this. Combat time. Let's see. Hello. Okay. Let's use some of our vigors, shall we? I don't like you at all. There we go. While they have Murder of Crows activated on them, they take additional damage, which is fun. Alright. Ah, what the? There we go. Dealt with. Lots of dead people. Now, as you can see, that Murder of Crows was spreading from person to person due to the upgrade that we picked up. It wasn't doing that previously, not that you guys saw any of that. Also, as you can see, she takes cover. She's actually very intelligent, and she will not wander out in the middle of a firefight and get herself killed. So this is not a prolonged escort mission, not by a long shot. You don't have to deal with anything like that. And that was one of the worries I had when coming into this game.
Further notice.
Then there won't be a line to get in.
Yep, screw lines. This guy's very Han Solo-esque, I've found. Fuck that thing. Alright, press the button. Now that's the hand that was actually, had the, AD on it.
Hell,
Is something wrong?
nothing I can't fix.
How? Okay. Okay, this is new.
Oh, it's a bee. I hate these things.
Jeez, just kill it.
No, it'll sting me.
Elizabeth.
I have a better idea.
Wait, what are you doing?
Opening a tear.
Oh, shit. What is that?
It's a tear. I used to open them all the time in my tower.
What is a tear?
It's like a window. A window to another world. Most of the time they're dull as dishwater, a different colored towel or tea instead of coffee. But sometimes I see something amazing and I pull it through. There.
Good God. I don't suppose you've got an airship in there?
I don't think so. But there is. There is something. Oh no!
Close it.
I'm trying!
Close it! I don't really understand what I just saw back there, but it sure as hell looks like a shortcut to getting us killed.
But I could help.
I can handle whatever comes along. Trust me.
Have it your way, I suppose.
Holy spoilers, Batman. So, anyway, yeah, that's a, example of her magical abilities, and some people might have just skipped past that. That's what makes her so unique, by the way. That is exactly why everybody's hunting her down, and why everybody is looking to have her on their side. And that's why she was locked up in a tower. Wow. Okay, that was pretty cool. I did get to see her use that ability earlier. But not to that extent. That was pretty awesome.
Fink Industries. Seems like they're the ones responsible for this shock jockey product. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Yes, Fink Industries. They are the actual guys that you were playing in that possession. Ah! Anyway,
More money.
so those were the guys that you were actually playing as in Industrial Revolution, so that's a shout out to that little flash game, I suppose. Okay. Ah, lockpicks. Now I could actually run back and deal with that. In fact, I think I will. And I can explain some things to you. Well, actually, no, we can't just yet. Anyway. Okay, moving right along. But yes, so those were the guys that you were playing in that particular game. Ooh, Bucking Bronco. Now you guys actually get to see an example of me acquiring a new vigor.
Press to launch your enemies into the air. Hold and release to create an eruptive trap.
Yeah, a little frickin' trippy, huh? Alright. Bucking Bronco. Looks like I have a lot of uses of that.
When we strike, we will teach Cornelius Slade
Alright.
a lesson.
Let's crouch and go sneaky sneaky.
All come to think
you don't necessarily have to fight, though sometimes you do.
Cornelius Slate is no hero. He's been living down in Frankton.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fight here.
The man has gone native.
Which, oh well. That was pretty cool, though. I like the bucking bronco already. I like the effectiveness of that. Ah. The gunplay, as it goes, is pretty satisfying. I like how all the guns are kind of modeled after World War II weapons. Here we go. You can access iron sights, which I don't really remember if it was in Bioshock 2. I know it wasn't in Bioshock 1. There we go. Not today. That guy had a helmet on. You can headshot people, but again, if they have helmets, it doesn't always work. Also, as you can see, they do have health. In fact, actually, me being able to see their health is a result of a vigor I picked up. Now, I do have a melee weapon, which is that little spinning thing. Crow. Where are you? Damn it, get back. I am lagging up a storm here. I say lagging, that's not really the right word. Yeah, I'm getting some really nasty frame rate drops. Oh, did I destroy that thing? No, I did not. There we go. And he's gone. Yes, you will occasionally find these guys who are capable of using vigors just like you. I guess you could kind of compare them to the splicers of the previous games. Speaking of which, as you might have been able to tell, the powers are very much different from the...
I think those tears of yours might come in handy next time we're in a scrape.
Well, there has to be a tear around for me to use. I can't just pull them out of thin air.
Ah, so this is where they introduced that mechanic as well. Anyway. Anyway. Vigors are very much different lore-wise from where they were in the previous game. Pretty much anybody in the city can have them.
It's only fair they give me a cut of the profits, don't you think?
There is no Adam. There is nothing like that in this game. People aren't going crazy because of an addiction to Adam. Let's, do that. Get me some coinage. The people here are crazy already, to say the least. Alright, I can actually buy upgrades for guns, too. This is the first time I've run into that. Looks like there is a sniper rifle. An RPG. These are guns I have not run into yet. Let's upgrade the carbine. No. Is there an upgrade for the shotgun? Let's see. No upgrade for the shotgun. Okay, let's upgrade the carbine instead. The shotgun is a gun that I've kept as soon as I picked it up. Other guns I've kind of swapped around whenever I felt like it. Okay. Give me the money.
Perfect timing.
It seems random whenever she does that, however, it might not be. I haven't been able to detect any specific pattern with it. Oh, okay, fine.
Seems easy enough. There you go.
I wonder if you can buy lockpicks. Should probably check the next dollar machine I go to. More lockpicks. Ah, okay, so this is gear. Now, gear are basically special clothing pieces that you can pick up. I pressed the wrong button. Press the wrong button again. Whoops. We're not going to be listening to what he has to say. But anyway, it's basically special gear you can pick up. There are different slots. There are 4 different slots you can have. There are hats, jackets, shoes, and pants. Now, my hat makes it so that melee targets can be set ablaze. My vest makes it so that I can pick up ammo. My pants, apparently jumping on or off Skyline reloads weapon. Or I can go with deadly lunges, which is what I definitely prefer. Melee strike range increased by 3 times. I think I had a separate no? Separate head, which was when shooting, empty clips have a 40% chance of auto-refilling without reload. Yeah, let's not do that. Okay, moving right along. Bananas. You can pick up random stuff in the environment to gain health and salts back, which you've already seen evidence of, but I figured I'd remark about it now. Press N to figure out where the heck I have to go. I have to go that way. Okay, so we're not going that way just yet. We're going up here. Alright, and it might have been worth it. We found some salts. We found another one of these voxophones, which I can view privately later. I'm not going to play them for you now, because they tend to be very spoiler heavy. And not to mention, I just kind of want to show you guys a little bit more of the game than just repeatedly doing the same thing. Let's see. Where do I have to go from here? Oh, that's not the button I wanted to hit. Well, I think this was just a second way of going up. Let's see. Oh. Seems to be down here. Ow. That seemed to hurt a little bit. Okay. Huh. Okay, so I have to go on there, which means I have to move this thing aside. Yep.
This is going to be fantastic.
Oh, she has one of those now. Before she didn't.
That keen eye of yours could find some ammunition lying around. I sure could use it when there's trouble.
It'll take some scrounging, but I'll do my best.
Thank you. Alright, those are out of the way, and I can jump on the skyline, which is pretty cool.
We can take the skyline to the Hall of Heroes, or look for supplies in that bar back down the street.
I already have. Okay. So this is pretty cool. You can jump around on this, you can speed up, you can slow down, you can lock on your targets. Let's reverse really quickly. You can also jump from line to line, so if there was another line that we were passing by, I could leap over to it, which I might actually have to do up here at some point. You do tend to slow down while going uphill, as you would expect a roller coaster to do. There we go. You can also do aerial attacks on people. It doesn't look like they're gonna let me do that right here. But I've done that a couple of times, which is pretty cool.
I actually know the fellow. Seems he's still got a knack for making enemies.
Alright. Just picked up some RPG ammo. There might be an RPG around here. Okay. Hello. You are my toy now. Alright, we can get some use out of this. I might put down the shotgun for now, because I feel like the carbine might be a little bit more useful than the shotgun around here. Not to mention, I have this RPG for big, big damage. Okay. Actually, not all too sure about calling that a shotgun. It's more like a blunderbuss, really. Whoa. Yep, really glad I went with the carbine.
Here, ammo!
Thank you. Oh, sniper rifle. Okay. Looks like I'm going sniper rifle RPG then. Goodbye.
Looks like we found where your old friend Slade is.
Just find that shock jockey and get the hell out of here.
Huh.
That's all I have right now.
Okay. Well, we have some people attacking us, so let's possess this guy. And he will attack his buddies for us, which is a nice thing to have. You little shit. Now, the thing is, we won't have to worry about him again. While possession does run out, he will actually suicide. He will not attack us. Thank you. Goodbye. Recoil on the sniper rifle's pretty wicked, but it's within expectation. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Alright, let's hop into this. Possess this. Again, I really do love the fact that you can do that. Okay. As to answer that previous question, no, you cannot buy lockpicks. You actually do have to find them. Suppose that's to prevent you from taking total advantage of the game. Alright, let's put down this RPG and take a shotgun again. Yes, having a weapon that is that slow in an area like this might not go that well for us. Alright, thank you. Now, I have been talking about this game for quite a while, and it's... You know, what do I think about it, really? Well, it's really, really fun. It's taken some significant departures from Bioshock, the first two games, some of which I like, some of which I do not. As I said, the things I do not like are the fact that you are restricted to two guns. That is such an arbitrary limitation. I am getting so sick of games doing that. You know, why? I have so many keys on this keyboard. Why are you restricting me to just two? Really? I'm aware that this is also a console game, but really, who is... Oh. Well, that looks like it's the end of the stage completely. But I really just do not like it when games do that in this day and age. There is utterly no reason for it. I would really have loved to get the full breadth of the weapons of the game and being able to switch between them at any point in time. That said, they do not restrict you on vigors. You can have any amount of vigors at any given point in time. You can play with them as much as you want. And the way that they work is pretty cool. In fact, vigors in this game seem to take the form of multiple different vigors in other games. Like, your flame vigor in the previous game was a single thing. You weren't able to turn it into a trap in the previous game. Same with everything else. Within this, you can turn every single vigor into a trap. So, you do have that. And then they also just seem to be cooler in general, like Murder of the Crows. That is such an awesome thing. The way that that works is so cool, and the graphical effects that go along with it are really impressive. I just kind of turned that into a reverse grind. That was pretty cool. Although it has stopped my mouse from working. What the heck? I can't turn my mouse. I can obviously move it, but... Game? What are you doing, game? Did I accidentally lock onto a target? No. What's going on here? I think I may have broken the game. Hello? I also can't seem to move now. There we go. That was so weird. Okay. So, apparently there are some bugs in it. I've never seen any bugs up until this point. That was really strange. Okay. Anyway, things I do not like. That's kind of about it, really. I haven't seen too many other glaring issues. Let me think. I do, as far as things that I really do like, let's open this.
Okay.
As far as things I really do like, I do like the fact that you are now playing a character. Oh, holy crud. I do like the stark contrast of this game compared to the previous one. The fact that it's set a little bit further back in time, and the fact that... Thank you. You know, it's all up in the air. I also do like the fact that we've now seen Columbia in its prime, rather than just seeing the post-apocalyptic wasteland. It is in stark contrast to the previous game as a result. It is very significantly different in that respect. It definitely stands on its own 2 feet as a result. Let's pick that up. Let's look at the gear. New boots. Vampire's Embrace. Looks like you can actually go for different builds in this game. That's kind of interesting. You can build yourself up to be a kick-ass melee fighter, for example. There are also execution kills, which is a kind of shame that I didn't really get to show you guys any of that so far. But basically, if somebody has a little skull above their head, and you hold the melee button down, you actually get you are rewarded with a close-up melee kill. And there is a small variety of them.
To the sky Comstock bent his knee and saw with holy prophecy an Eden floating in the mist, by man forsworn, by heaven kissed.
So, yeah. And like I said before, there is just so much to the whole political thing that they're exploring. You run into places that say colored and Irish bathrooms, which I thought was really interesting. I don't see any of that around here, but that was really indicative to the political climate in America at the time, the social climate that people were going through. There are people who are very obviously disguising accents who are trying to blend in. I ran into a German guy who was, like, halting at every word, really trying to hide the fact that he spoke with a German accent, to the point where I almost thought that, he was American for a second. It actually took me a second to realize that he was, German and just hiding that fact. So there is that. Now, one of the concerns that I expressed when I was playing Industrial Revolution is, does that impact the game all that much? I haven't found evidence of it. In fact, I actually haven't gotten any of the rewards I've unlocked at all from that. I don't know how to integrate them together. I thought it was an automatic thing. Apparently it isn't, and I have not seen a very easy way to do it either, so maybe I'm just being an idiot, but I don't know, maybe you guys know something I don't and I'm just being foolish, but yeah, so far I've seen it hasn't really impacted the game in a meaningful way. But now that I know what gear is, and I know how much money that you get through the progress in the game, I don't really see it as impacting you all that much. Effectively? That's not what I meant to say at all.
Cipher. A secret message from the Vox Populi.
You're the junior codebreaker. What's it say?
Don't know. There should be a code book somewhere.
Ah, optional mission time. This will probably be the last thing I do. Pick that up. Interesting. Now, I haven't found a code book anywhere. I wasn't aware that this was going to be a thing. Huh. Neat. Okay, so I've got to look for a code book then. But like I said, there are optional missions in almost every single stage, and if you aren't looking around, like I wasn't, you can very easily miss them. Okay. So there is definitely a degree of exploration. Anyway, looking back now that I know what gear is and I know what... Hello? And that now that I know what, you know, the money that you get and the stuff in this game, I don't think it would have impacted the game a whole lot regardless. I mean, as far as effects go, those were pretty basic, and I think there might be analogs to it in the game anyway. That said, I have not run into anything, so I could not tell you. Not to mention, I also realize now that 500 money is really not all that much. Considering, you know, I spent $1,000 earlier on a single upgrade. I'm really hoping that codebook isn't in that safe, because I have no idea where any other lockpicks are. But, yeah, the combat's pretty fluid, it's pretty fun, the graphics are amazing, especially at the higher levels. I'm really kind of disappointed I can't show you guys that, because again, fraps would just cause my computer to melt the hell down. Hello, more lockpicks. Ah, I need one more, are you joking? Ah! This game is very stingy with its lockpicks. I don't know, maybe something down here, possibly? Then again, maybe not. There's salts, but I already have full salts. So I'm enjoying myself. I would fully recommend anybody who liked the previous Bioshock games to pick this up, because I feel it's very worthy of the previous titles. I see really nothing wrong about this game, and I believe it's fully earning the praise that it's been getting from the media. So feel free... Thank you. Feel free to check it out. I do have the prices for the game. I have listed them for you on the screen right about now. So, if you can afford it, and you do like what I have had to say about it, and you do like the look of it, I can safely say pick it up, try it out, and have fun with it. However, for now, this has been Lyiat with the Cyan Firefly, taking a look at Bioshock Infinite. I do hope you have enjoyed, but I shall see you all next time, Fireflies. See you later.